In this video we are going to talk about Leetcode problem of the day, log function. Let's read the problem statement. The Leetcode file system keeps a log. Each item some user performs a change folder operation. The operations are described below. The dot slash means the parent folder. Move to the parent folder of the current folder means we have to go in. This is a one parent folder and this is a child folder. So for dot slash we are going from child folder to parent folder. Okay, this was the first one. For dot slash remain in the same folder. This is parent and this is child. We will for dot slash we will just remain in same folder, remain in same. Okay, and then for x slash. Okay, x slash means it can be, x is a variable, x is basically a variable here. X is basically a variable, it can be d, a, b, c, anything. Okay, it can be anything. So for x slash you have to move child folder named x. Okay, means you have to, this is for example parent and this is child. Okay, you have to just means increment it. Okay, move to the child folder means move from parent to child. Okay, so this was the three operations we have been given. You are given a list of strings called logs. Okay, where logs of I is the operation performed by the user at the ith step. The file system starts in the main folder, then the operation in logs are performed. Return the minimum number of operations needed to go back to the main folder. Here we can see that going back to the main folder is only this operation. Okay, only the first operation is going back to the main folder in this manner. Okay, upward direction. So we have to return minimum number of operation to go back to the main folder after change folder operation, means we have to return count of these operations. Okay, we have to return count of these dot slash operations. Okay, so let's see the example. For example, we have been given our input is basically, yes, d1 slash d2 slash dot slash d21 slash dot slash. Okay, so basically this is the logs we have been given. Okay, first we have been given d1 slash. Okay, this is our main. Okay, this is our main. First we have to go to d1. d1 is basically here x slash, this is also x slash, this is also x slash. Okay, d1 d2 and d21 are our x slash. So now we have seen here that we have to move forward from parent to child in x slash, means move down. So similarly for d1 we have moved down. Okay, then d2 again moving down to d2. Okay, is that clear? Then we have got dot slash. As we know that for dot slash operation we are moving upward direction. So for dot slash direction, what we will do, we will remove this. Okay, we will just remove this d2 and move upward. Okay, means in upward direction. So after moving upward it will be d1. Then comes d21. For d21 we will move downwards. Okay, d21, wait a minute, d21. Okay, so then we have got our dot slash operation. Dot slash operation is what? Let's see. Dot slash operation means remain in same position. So we will remain in same position over here. So this is our final logs file. So now we have to return minimum number of operations to move to the main file. Okay, so as we are able to see that we have this d21 and d1 means two files are there, so we will require two operations. Okay, two operations to move upward direction means two dot dot slash operations are required here. Okay, so basically we will use counter here. What we will use? We will use counter. The counter variable counts the number of d slash operations. Okay, for example, let's suppose an example, this second one. Okay, so this is basically our operation. So first of all we will initialize our counter. We will initialize our c to 0 means counter to 0. Okay, so uh, let's suppose our input is what? Let's suppose our input is, wait a minute. Okay, so let's suppose our counter is 0 and we have the given our input as this is our logs. Okay, so basically for our d1 slash we will move to d1. Okay, means our counter will become 1. So for d2 slash our counter will become 2. Okay, so for dot dot slash we have to move upward direction, so our counter will decrement by 1, it will become 1. Okay, it is 1 plus 1 and then this is 2 minus 1. Okay, then comes d21 slash, we will again move down, so our counter will become 1 plus 1 which is equals to 2. And dot slash comes, it is called stay, means remain in same position, means our counter will remain 2 only. So our answer is what? C equals to 2. So this is our output. Okay, now let's understand it with the help of another example. Okay, this second one example, this sorry, yes, so let's understand it with the second one example. Okay, now let's begin. Basically in second example we have been considering our counter to 0. Okay, our counter is now 0. Now let's we have got d1 slash, it means our counter plus equals to 1 means it is 1. Our counter equals to 0 plus 1. Okay, so for d2 slash it means our counter become 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Okay, then comes dot slash. Dot slash means stay, means our counter will remain 2 only. Then comes what? d3 slash. d3 slash means c equals to 2 plus 1 which is equals to 3. Okay, then comes dot dot slash means decrement, will move upward direction. Okay, so means c equals to 3 minus 1 which is equals to what? 2. Then comes d31 which is means we will again move down, means our counter will become 2 plus 1 which is equals to 3. Okay, so this was the initialization and our final output is what? C equals to 3. Okay, as you can see that our output is 3 now. Okay, So for our dot slash operation, we will do what? We will decrement our c, okay, or c minus minus. Then for dot slash operation, we will continue. We will just continue. And then for what, our x slash operation, we will increment our counter, or c plus plus. Okay, this basic three formula we have to use. But in this condition, in this dot slash condition, what you will use? If our c is greater than 0, then only we will decrement it, else we can't decrement our c. Okay, for example, if c equals to 0, for example, if c equals to 0, so decrement is not possible. Okay, decrementing is not possible in such case. Okay, so we will keep the condition here. Let's understand this example in uh, more chronological order. For example, we have been given main. Okay, so for this we have, for d1, I am considering the second example of the question. This is d1. Okay, then step 2, again we have d2, then dot slash means stay, then comes d3, we have got d3. Okay, then comes dot slash operation, means we will cancel out this d3. Okay, we will just cancel out this d3. Basically now we have just cancel out the d3. Okay, now we will add again d3 1. We have incremented now d3 1. So this is our final list, and we have 3 if log files, so means our output will be 3 only. Okay, so now let's try to code it. Okay, it will be more easier for us to understand. Let's keep these conditions in mind. Okay, so basically this is, let's first understand it c++ code. First of all, I have taken for std in strings of ampersand I to logs, means for each operation I am taking, means for I equals to 0, our I is, for example, for 0th operation our I is what, our I is equals to d1. Then for one operation our I is equals to d2. Okay, then for second operation our I is equals to dot slash. Then third operation our I is d21. Then fourth our I is dot slash. Okay, in such way this for loop runs. Then we are checking if our I is equals to dot slash. Okay, I am applying this condition. If our I is equals to dot slash. Okay, if our I is equals to dot slash, this one. Okay, means we will check that if our c is equals to 0. If it is so, we will decrement our c. We will just decrement our c. Else if our I is equals to dot slash, this one, this condition, if our I is equals to dot slash, we will just continue. We will just continue here. Okay, else this is our else condition. Else if it is any other variable, okay, we will just increment our c. Okay, then we will return the final answer as c. Yeah, it's giving correct answer. Now let's try to submit it. Okay, so this was the C++ code. Okay, now let's understand by Python code. So this is basically the Python code. Now let me remove this. Okay, this is our Python code, as you are able to see. So first of all, initialize my counter means C to 0. Okay, first of all I've initialized my C to 0. Then I have run a for loop for I in logs. I in logs means it does the same condition which it done in the C++ code. Okay, just the syntax is different but the logic is same only. Then I am checking that if while iteration, if while doing this iteration, if my I is equals to dot dot slash, this one, and then we will check if our C is greater than 0, then we will decrement our C, means move back. Okay, we will just move back. Then if our I is equals to dot slash, this one, we will just continue. Okay, means stay there. Else if our I is that x slash this or this, we will just increment, means move on to the next condition. Okay, means increment our C. Then at last we are returning our final C, means counter, as our answer. Now let's try to submit it. Yeah, it's giving correct output. So friends, let's if I try to remove this condition, oh, what happened? Wait a minute. Yeah, this code is running absolutely correctly. But what if I remove the if statement, if C is greater than 0? Okay, what if I remove this one? Okay, now let's try to submit it. Let's see what happens. It's giving wrong answer in this condition. Okay, in this condition it's giving wrong answer. Because why? Because in this condition our d1 slash means C equals to 1, so dot dot slash is C equals to 1 minus 1, which is equals to 0. Then again dot dot slash, which means 0 minus, which means 0 minus 1, which is equals to minus 1. Okay, so we are going to minus 1. So by applying if statement, if our C is greater than 0, if it is greater than 0, then what we will do, we will just decrement it, or else if it is less than 0, we will again continue. Okay, that's why I have used here the if statement. Okay, now let's try to run it. Yeah, okay, so this was all for the today's Leetcode problem of the day. I think you have understand this Python code and also the C++ code. Okay, both the syntax are same. You can understand it by seeing the stopping the video. Also, if you have any of the doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And please fill the donation form. I have uploaded the link there. It will be very helpful for me. So thank you guys.